Hello and welcome to this week's video. This week we look at words and phrases related to everything about yoga, how we exercise and the benefits of yoga. So we learn some of the most interesting words and phrases related to this form of exercise. We will be looking at the following words and phrases: yoga, walking our hands, place a block under the forehead, too intense, and acknowledge the body. We aim to help you to pronounce all the words correctly, help you to understand the definitions of words, and help you to use examples of English you are likely to hear in everyday life. Don't forget to stay until the end to test your knowledge by taking our quiz. Anyway, let's get started with the first word. The first word we have for you this week is, in fact, yoga. So let's take a look at how we pronounce this word. Yoga. And again, yoga. That's a fairly simple one, so we can now move on to the definition and example. So this is a type of exercise where people get into different positions on a mat. It also includes breathing and relaxation workouts. Fantastic. So now let's try and put that into an example now. Claire often took part in yoga classes to help keep her body running smoothly while helping her to reduce stress. The second phrase we have for you this week is walking our hands. So this is a phrase mainly specific to yoga. So let's look into this phrase by firstly looking at the pronunciation. Walking our hands. And again, walking our hands. And as this is a fairly long phrase, let's try one more time. Walking our hands. Excellent. So now we can move on to the definition and example. So this is when we move forwards by pulling our body forward with our hands. And the example is, John was in a kneeling position, so he needed to walk his hands and stretch his body, so it was flat on the mat. The second phrase this week is place a block under the forehead. And again, this is fairly specific to yoga in order to make our forehead more comfortable when doing certain exercises. So let's have a look at the pronunciation. Place a block under the forehead. And one more time. Place a block under the forehead. Fantastic. So on to the definition and example. So this means to put something soft and comfortable between the ground and your forehead to prevent any pain. And the example is, Jane found it a little painful. She liked to place a comfortable block under her forehead to prevent it from hurting. Too intense is the next phrase in the lesson. So let's have a look into how this is pronounced. Too intense. And again, too intense. Excellent. And that's a fairly easy word and phrase to pronounce. So now we can move on to the definition and example. So this is something with a high level of strength or force, which is too much to cope with. And putting this into an example for yoga, we would say, Alex found that the stretching in the yoga warm-up was too intense and it was hurting his leg. The penultimate phrase this week is acknowledge the body. So let's have a look at the pronunciation first of all. Acknowledge the body. And again, acknowledge the body. And finally, one more time, just to make sure we have that. Acknowledge the body. Excellent. And as always, let's move on to the definition and example to learn more about this phrase. This is when someone listens to what their body is telling them and then does what is best for their body. So the example is, Alice acknowledged her body because she did not feel the yoga workout of 5 minutes was enough. She did 10 minutes next time. Now it's time to test your knowledge with our weekly quiz to see how much of today's lesson you can remember. So the question we have for you this week is, yoga is likely to hurt when it is too, would it be A, intense, B, sparse, or C, dense? And the correct answer is A, intense. Let us know in the comments if you got the correct answer, and well done if you got the correct answer. Thank you for joining us again today. Next week, we will be looking at words and phrases to do with something everyone has, which is smartphones. If you have any questions about this video, or would like us to explain a term for you from any context, then please post your question in the comments box below. We are always happy to help. Don't forget to like our video to help us get more viewers and expand our channel, and that way we can provide you with an even better experience. So why not hit the subscribe button and bell icon so you never miss one of our future videos. Anyway, thanks for watching today, and we'll see you again next week. Goodbye!